seen basically is attack and defense both in Chi Sao. Now what I want to explain exactly is what we're doing. It's not just random things that are occurring. It's not random attacks, nor is it random blocks. What the drill we're going to show you is based on Chi Sao, but it's called the line game. And like I said earlier, the line plays an important role. The center line, as I said, was 2 points. From one point to another, the quickest path is a straight line. Whoever has that line dominates. And that's what we're feeling for when we play the Chi Sao game. So for example, I'll go by a step-by-step analysis of exactly what we're feeling and what we're doing when we do the line game. Ken's going to do the attacks, and I'm going to do the defense. He's going to show one attack, then I'll show you exactly how I block it. Here he comes in with a punch. Notice this line right here is what he's taking. If he has this line, then he can get the attack. So what I'm going to do is take the line away from him and match him right there. See, that's how I basically feel for that and basically block his motions. Next, he does his next attack. Inward here. He pocks my hand, clears the line, and basically attacks me here. My hand's free here, and I block it this way. Now I have the line to attack, but I'm just blocking from this point on. He goes for his next attack. He traps me down here. Look how when he traps me down, I don't fight the force. My hand goes down with it, then I regain the line back to block his motion. Then he tries to hit me again. He turns in and comes in at an angle from here, taking this line. My free hand here goes with that force and blocks him. He comes down here, going for my rib area. This is my free hand again, taking the line and blocking his motion. See, at any time whoever has the line can block, but here I'm just showing you how I'm blocking each move. He goes for another attack. He blocks from this motion here, and I take the line again. Now we're going to go he's just going to do the attacks, I'm going to do the block, and I'll do the block after the hit. From here. See that? That's a slow version of how we do it, but that's what we're basically feeling for. Who's controlling the line? When there's a weakness, we take advantage of that. If you have the line, you have the attack. If he has the line, you take the line back to get the block. So that's basically the line game and what it develops. Each attack even further. Everything you do in Wing Chun has 4 applications. Not just always attack, not just always block. But, number 1, every move you do in Wing Chun can be an attack. Every move you do in Wing Chun can also be a block. Every move you can do is also a shina, which is basically a joint lock. And number 4, every move you do in Wing Chun, or every motion, can also be a takedown. So we're going to do the line game again, and I'm going to explain to you what situation is what when he does his attack. Here, this is basically called the Wusao, and I just block the line from here. He punches straight in the line, I jump out, turning the line again. He chops, I stay within my triangle and just pocks out and block. He pulls my hand in, I come in with a bong sao and block again. He traps him this way, I hook him this way, comes on motion, and I could do a punch. He punches straight in, I fall back and do a shina right there. See the joint lock break here? He saves his hand to block again. Here, I will break him again this way. So if you can see that, I hook his punch here, use my body and break his arm this way. He tries to come in, I pass out up this way. He chops low, I just go with the force and follow him this way. He comes in with an elbow, I come around, and I can take him down this way. That's a takedown. Let's do a couple more, and I'll show you some other stuff. Chop, basically I block, box out. He punches, he pulls my hand, I go with the force, bong sao. He tries to break my hand this way. I go with him and strike back this way, tui-sao motion. He looks like he's got to break this way, I go with him, break him back, shina motion. He saves his hand, comes with a hook, I just turn this way, jump sao. He palms in and comes to the line this way. I do an attack with an attack, straight line punch. He tries to break my hand, I dissolve my hand, and attack at the same time. Comes with an elbow. This elbow's coming in this way, but the force is this way. I follow him this way. Strike again this way. Chop. Hook down this way, just count them down. Turn this way, break. Comes underneath, trap, attack. See that? So many ways, so many skills that we could develop with the line game, and hopefully we got an idea of what we were doing.
This is how I choose our skills. And then when we get better, we can up it. And then